First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Well, this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
Let's go!
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing in this game.
Second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy up when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Love from the gun on third down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their 36-yard line. The throw over the middle taken in. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Cousins. Touchdown! Chris Olave. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point. And he makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
First down, Love to pass. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. Love. He'll dump this one off to Bowden, complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Play fake. Here's Love. Man open, here is Jones. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Love with a give to Dillon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. On play action, Love to throw. His throw incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They're quickly out wide. This is Watson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Throwing. Love. Out route. He finds his man. It's Jones. And it's a Packers touchdown. Julio Jones. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his RAC, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now Love. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep him out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force him into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Love, they go play action now. Sliding out of the pocket. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Also a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big pickup of 38. Here's Cousins. That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Second down and goal. Cousins. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. That's out to Hill, right side complete. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. KJ Hamler, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Let's go on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Play action this time with Love. He'll buy some time right. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson, and that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Love now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Off the play fake, Love. And his throw here's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in since that last completion his way. He already had attention on that one, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 3rd down, Love. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll send the tight end in motion left. He's going to take another shot here. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now on the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Lutz with the extra point. The lead is up to 19 now. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
From the 27, Love. He'll check this one down to Bowden, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. This is Dillon on the counter. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
But those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg, out to his left. They're going for Henry, but this is intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now a 2nd down and 6. Here's Love. He gets this one complete to Bowden. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Dillon. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Play fake. Cousins. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. He's going to try and go deep again. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Cousins. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. To the air again, it's Cousins. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. On play action, Cousins steps away. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Play action now, Cousins. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And this defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Moore. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Rasul Douglas picks him. He's at the 30, past the 20. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point.
Touchdown, Packers! Romeo Doubs, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Following the interception, Love. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Love. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Dillon up the middle. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Play fake. Here's Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Some of things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with the defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Ready. They'll try the left side with Dillon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. In motion left goes Jones. Throwing. Love. Flush to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Love. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Really a 4th pick of the ball game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Piñeiro. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Piñeiro is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Jair Alexander, and the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. First down, Love to pass. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 47 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go bootleg. Love under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Well, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. After the sack on 1st down, Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Touchdown. Christian Watson, 43 yards. And the Packers have taken a 4th quarter lead. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback. And he hits a big one right there.
Cousins on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. And they'll begin by running the option. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Love fires that quickly outside. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. The 40, 30, 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
It's good on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Love. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down in distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Jones now in motion left. Jordan Love ready on first down here. He'll get this complete to his running back, Bowden. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the man from Kentucky, this is Lynn Bowden. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Love now on second down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter.
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may pretty well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Love. That's complete to Dobbs. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Love. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost lost it.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. If he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
In motion left goes Jones. Desperation time here. Love on fourth down. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Now Love. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Toward the pylon, caught. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal. Another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. For the lead, here's third and goal. Completes it again to Dobbs. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up. Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And it's incomplete. Still time left, though. 2 seconds remaining now in the fourth quarter.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Love looking to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Green Bay, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.